Greetings, y'all, and welcome to another day of GTA. I'm in the PS5 this time.
Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. One more time before I start. Make sure that is got audio there. Yeah, it should be up and ready. Gonna wait one more time just to make sure. Drink some of that Diet Coke, aka Big K Diet Coke. Make sure I can hear myself. Yeah, it should be up and ready. I got a different pillow. This one's softer, so it's not holding it up. Hope you had a good 4th of July. Mine was okay. They were actually, even though they were chaotic, they weren't quite as bad this year, so I will give them that. I will, even though they don't basically owe me anything. I mean, I am glad they were respectful with them this year. They did sort of get bad there at the closer, and they sort of teetered off as the night went along. So I have to give the people that this time. They actually did okay. You actually did okay this time, Dawson. I'll give you a thumbs up there. Y'all know I usually complain. I'm not going to complain this year. If y'all keep it that way, you won't hear nothing from me. I know you don't owe me anything. But it was respectful to actually think that you was respectful about it this time. And I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that, Dalton. That first night, it was kind of chaotic. They were shooting them all night long when we got into the 4th of July. I mean, you'd hear them going off every hour. Last night, they was kind of respectful about it. So I will give them that. I'm going to give you that, Dalton. It wasn't quite as bad as it normally was. And I am thankful to you. Even though I know you don't owe me anything, did you pretty much let me know every day of my life. This town, this I am glad you did was respectful this time. See, normally I'm complaining about everything. But once I'm saying something good. I'm gonna find it. Did I do a solo session? See, I want a solo or a invite. I don't want it in the real world today. Am I still working? Yeah, my life. This thing is hung up. Hold on. I'm gonna restart software. They fired up CERN again today. They're trying to contact the interdimensional creatures, the Nephilim. If you know anything about that, they're basically doing what they did at the Tower of fucking Babel. If at 10 a.m. our time. So if you start seeing strange stuff tonight, you'll know why. And you best not be using any kind of mind altering stuff. Because it's going to, unless you really want to see it, of course. They are trying to open the gates, y'all. We're talking about the gates, hell. We're talking about Stranger Things levels. Now, whether they succeed or not, I'm praying God hinders it. But that's what they're doing. I'm not telling you what is and whether they'll do it or not. I'm telling you what they're trying to do. They are trying to open the gates of a portal to hell. So if you start seeing strange stuff tonight, you're going to know, or today for that matter, you start seeing strange stuff as of 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now it's another time for their time. But if you start seeing strange stuff today, you know why you're seeing it. I'll do the solo today. You're going to know why you saw the strange stuff. Because they're fucking with CERN. They're trying to open another dimension. People says that's science fiction. Maybe it is. But they're trying it. You got to give them to them. They're trying it. They started it this morning. They done it 4 years ago, too. I know one thing, there's strange stuff showing in the skies 4 years ago. Portals and ripples. So if you start seeing strange stuff tonight, you know what happened. You know they were somewhat successful. It's not your mind playing tricks on you or you seeing things. They really are attempting this shit.
Hey, what's happening with it, Kim? You know who it is. It's your boy LD. Hey, I know we ain't chopped it up in a minute, but I got a homie that needs something. And y'all just might make a perfect partnership. Let me read this thing. Looking for a professional operative to co-manage private intelligence business catering to celebrities and high net worth.
He probably will interfere with it, though.
Like you need to get your name on the lease over at
Because if you remember what he said if they are successful at this, there won't be nothing under the sun they won't be able to do. Let's go down and stop it. And they stopped it. He confounded and gave us foreign languages. And he also gave us the nations there, which they're also trying to undo with all this one world order garbage.
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you?
He gave us the languages and nations. He probably will hinder it as long as he's here. I know that was my big prayer yesterday. Was their guide to hinder it? Hinder, my favorite band. The word hinder. So yes, CERN, I was praying against you. You evildoers. You bin of evildoers. Trying to contact devils. We already got enough devils in this world. Just look at that thing that shot up yesterday. Ain't he a sign of a devil? Dressed up like a woman. To do it. He looks like a devil, though. I mean, look at him. We got enough demons inhabiting these human bodies with much less people trying to contact them.
What the shit?
Look at that person back there looking. Oh, no, I got the cops on the side. Oh, God, did I get that stuff? No, I got out, thank God. I can't drive today. Something's wrong with the stick. It's not wanting to turn. Oh, I hit that. I looked away from it. My eyes buttered. I was bringing it up yesterday. Forgot to put my eye drops in. I was going to do that before I come in here today, and I forgot. I got them in my little travel sack that I travel with. That looks very pixelated today. But even my archive, of course, I know I don't make it too high because my internet can't handle it. I'll most likely post the archive because it looks like it's jumping. But even the archive will look pixelated. I've noticed that. Can't turn or not. I don't know if it's the cars that I'm grabbing or the actual stick. I've gotten good at it with the Xbox, though. I've gotten better. I mean, I can drive right if I want to. A lot of times I don't. It's a video game, and I just do what the fuck I want to do. But every now and then I'll stop at the stoplights. I don't usually do that as a fucking video game. She's a fucking criminal anyway, so. She's not gonna. It's like idiots trying to make laws about guns. Criminals aren't gonna obey laws. She's a fucking criminal, so in the game she's not obeying laws. I don't even make her obey laws because she's a fucking criminal. But she is also a video game. Ah, I'm tearing this car out of pieces. Oh, it's stuck. It's not going anywhere. I know I really ain't gonna be able to drive this. I can't even drive big vehicles on the Xbox. All I wanted to do was get her a hairdo. I was gonna fix her fucking hair. All I wanted was the fucking barbershop. No, the Pepsi. Their self-titled album turned 39 today, according to me. 39. That's 40 years. Where did the time go? I love that band. One of my favorite bands. Join the army! Suicide Army! Join the new army! Trying to get those police off her butt. Oh, I still hear her. Now maybe she did. Now we can go find her a barber shop. Now I'm out of town, so I may never find her. See if I can get back in town. I don't like this video. I gotta find it. Look at that video. See, I'm gonna go out to the car. Oh no, it's a lowrider. I just noticed its tail. I was wanting a car, not a truck. Or that was a car. It was parked. Oh my neck. Neck is stuff. Let's get her back in town. I'll try to find the barber shop.
No way.
I would take that, but I don't want to trigger the police. Keep on the streets and it ain't so pretty, and they scared to do what you please.
What took you so long to pick up?
You're always fighting with the locals and the junkies. Social life is one big thing.
He got in the bed smelling like sex. That's crazy. What's up? Hey! I picked up the baby powder for your chafing.
Taco bomb. Taco bomb. Let's look around. In the hazy shade of winter. Boy, we sure would. I'm not sure. After feeling this summer, I don't know if I'll ever whine about the cold weather again. I probably will when it's too cold and I'm freezing my ass off. But I think I like too cold more than too hot. Because if you're too cold, you can cover it the fuck up. When you're hot, there ain't nothing to do. You on the streets and it ain't so pretty. You ain't scared to do what you please. Wonder what you're gonna do for that money. Times you end up on your knees. Oh, here we go. We're in the area now. One of the reasons why I didn't go on my own as a disabled person, y'all. People can criticize me all they want to. That's how a lot of this shit started, and I just responded to it. Now I'll try to keep it as simple as possible to defuse the situation. I'm trying to stay quiet. But you criticize me, that's the reason I stayed at home. I didn't want to be on the streets with no money to eat. That's what I was looking at. Wonder what you got to do for the money. Times you end up on your knees. It's better to stay at home. Not to worry about starving. You have to pay a rent, then it's where you get all your money's gonna go. You don't have money for food. And I'm not a gigolo. I don't have no woman to live off of. So I just stayed at home. And I have been criticized for that, y'all. That's okay. Fuck your criticisms. I don't owe you anything. She got belligerent when she was told it wasn't none of her business. I mean, violent. Got on top of my mother. Then when I actually commented, I got her diverted to me. She got violent, y'all. Trying not to say much, because I want to defuse the situation, but at the same time, I am insulted. That's okay. I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you anything. My livelihood is not your business. I am a grown man. I am 46 years old. And I don't ask for your input. Your big fat input. Oh God, I hear it. Trying not to get the cops. Trying to find a fucking garbage. You wonder what you're gonna do for the money. Times you end up on your knees. But you had to move to the city. See, he made this decision. He decided to leave home. I did. And that's my right. I had the right to stay home. Whether you like it, especially outsiders have nothing to do with it. She's a family member, and some of them did voice their opinions. If I didn't care for theirs, why am I going to care for a fucking outsider? Mind your own fucking business. Mind your own fucking business. She don't like being told it's not her business, though. She gets violent. It's crazy. She really is crazy. I got a sound clip of her in a fake voice saying she's crazy. She's crazy. I'm going to keep that sound clip, by the way. When crazy shit goes on them podcasts, I'm going to roll it. That sound clip's going to be one of my sound clips. I done made it. I just need to edit it down. Because it's got some before and after. We're having to record it from the phone. As soon as I've got it as a sound clip, it's going to be going into my arsenal of sound clips. She proved it this weekend. She's crazy. She tried to attack me. I just didn't buy it. I tried to walk around her. That didn't work. Finally, the wrestlers come out and got her off of me. At a wrestling show. I'm trying. I've been biting my tongue. Thinking about that subject that just ticked me off. I mean, she's sticking her nose in things that isn't her fucking business. My mama told her it wasn't her business. She called her a motherfucker. I'm talking about her calling my mother an old lady that doesn't like that kind of language anyway. That's okay. She was supposedly respectable to elders. That's funny. She's got no respect for disabled people either because she was on top of a disabled man. Despite whether my size and how big I am, I'm still a disabled man. She was right on top of me. I just didn't buy it. She was wanting me to hit her. She was trying to get my mother to hit her. She kept slapping her little cheek, trying to get my mother to hit her. My mother was smart too. She didn't ever hit her. She was trying to provoke us to hit her is what she was trying to do. I don't have nothing to prove. It ain't nothing. My lifestyle ain't none of your business. And I have the right to say that, whether you like it or not. When you talk shit about me, expect me to respond. And even though you got in my face and you was going to use violence, I'm still going to say my piece. Yes, she was going to get violent with me. We should have charged her for assault, is what we should have done. Attempted assault. I'm sure they'll eavesdrop on this video. I'm sure they'll hear everything I said. But my lifestyle is none of your business. I'm a disabled man. How I spend my time or wherever I decided to live is not your concern. That's called disabled abuse, is what it is. You're being abusive to the disabled. And the elderly abuse too, by the way. When she was trying to attack a nearly 80-year-old woman, she was committing elderly abuse. In front of witnesses. In front of witnesses. She done her online stuff in cryptic, fake voice messages, and fake pages, and threatening to do me that way. I just, that's what I said the other day. I'm not playing the games. That's why I made it public. She was doing it in secret. I could play you the recording. But I'm trying to defuse the situation. I wasn't even going to say anything at all, and then it slipped out. That's just the way I am. The way I am. If you do something to me or say something about me, I'm going to say something back. It's just the way I work. And I don't care who likes it. And I succeeded. But now she's got the damn police on her. She hit that idiot. An idiot running in the rain. Running in the rain. Another Hinder song. Let's get on something better like Hinder. I running in the rain. I wasn't wanting to comment on it, but when I started thinking about that subject, it brought it out. So good. That was one of the things I was considering when I was thinking about going on my own. So I made the decision that was best for me as a disabled man that's been disabled before I turned the age of 18. And if people didn't like that decision, that's tough. God, at the end of the day, God's my judge, and he has nothing against that. This ways that people live today is not the biblical way of running a family. Indeed, if you go look back to the ways they ran things, they left a double portion to their disabled children because they could not make their way. Now, that is the old Jewish law. Now, go look it up. They took care of their families. They didn't abandon their families like people of today. People were together at one time in the old days before this new way of doing things. I've even heard Michael Savage many a times tell his story about how his people, and we're all, and it wasn't like it is today where everybody was separated. His whole entire family lived on that one block in New York. Times were different, and I just went back to the old times and stayed home. And that has been well criticized by internet fools, by some family, and I'm trying not to start problems with those families. A lot of times I let it slide because I didn't want to start trouble with them. Families stuck their noses in it, had things to say about it. But when some old outsider that I don't give two shits about starts running her mouth, she's hard to expect me to say things back. And I don't care whether she does it in a fake account or not. We all know she done it. Everybody knows. Everybody knows who she's not fooling anybody. Everybody knows it was her. And now it's even more obvious because she got violent. You don't get violent unless there's some reason. She got violent because she didn't get her way. And now, yeah, I'm sure she'll come back and have something to say or do. But the good news is, my sister did the right thing the last time she did those fake messages. She ignored them. She didn't. She claimed. She told me she didn't listen, which is a good thing because if I'd heard them when they were saying things about me, I would have said something back. But you know what? I'm gonna be smart from now on. I'm gonna let this be the last I say about it. I've said my piece. She was even mockative in one of her text messages about Guy. Then she deleted them, I think. I'm not sure if those are the ones she deleted or not. I'd have to ask my sister. Because it started with her. Then she drugged me into it. But I'm just saying, if you don't like what I'm going to say, you won't say nothing about me. If you don't go care, well, then that's one thing. But you might as well just not care if you're going to get me saying something, because I'm going to say something. That's just the way I wrote. Sometimes even I wished I'd keep quiet, but I don't keep quiet about anything. Sometimes I'm always running my mouth. But if you say something about me, I'm going to say something back, and you better suspect it. But I'm really going to say something you're butting in my business, because it's not your business. My life is between me and my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And he doesn't discriminate against disabled. He didn't even discriminate against them in the Bible, as you know. He healed them. He healed them. Even Paul. He told that guy, silver and gold I have not, but what I do give you, I give you. Get up and walk. And he healed the guy. He wasn't discriminating against him. And his messages towards those who shouldn't work, shouldn't eat, came to lazy bums who will not support themselves. That was not talking to the sick and the disabled. God had a plan for the sick and disabled. He healed them. But realistically, unless you run into a person that offers that blessing, you're not going to just get that. There was still people amongst them, even probably then, that were sick that they never ran into and they never healed. My life is none of your business. And I have the right to say that. And that's where I'm going to leave it. That's the way I should have done it. I decided to be mean. You know, we live in a mean world. She was being pretty mean in her cryptic messages. So I decided to tat for tat. And I know we're not really supposed to do that as Christians. But I'm not always right. And I admit it. I tell people that. I'm not a hypocrite. I've told people all along what to expect from me. You get mean with me, the chances are I might let it go, but I might not. It depends on how I'm feeling that particular day. You cross me. I don't like people butting in my business. That makes me mad at anything. I still haven't never got to that hair shot. Now I'm stuck. Oh my god. Where is she at now? Come on, watch it. I'll just do what I did in the beginning. I got where I got good. I could find it. We'll just find the shot.
We've sent a car. Should be with you soon.
Oh, she's got some money. I better check. Yeah, she's got some. She's got some money. I hope I see it. Sometimes you don't always see them. Shut the hell up, Matto. That it? Yeah.
Where are you going? Okay, let's go.
Now she'll finally get to the barber shop. And look, it was probably just around the corner. Somebody's robbed the car. After I get her hair fixed, I'll probably go off.
You forgotten about the cars I requested.
Hang up on him. I'll never know what to do with those cars when I get them. I don't got time for him right now. I'm trying to get done so I can get off and give me a little bit of lunch or supper. It's been a long time since I ate breakfast. Long time. I hadn't ate lunch yet, so. I'll probably just grab something to snack on since it's already late.
You're getting on my fucking nerves, all right?
Probably just grab some of our little candy we keep for diabetes pills. Piece of that just to tide me over. So it's a little too late to eat. Boy, I sure am hungry. I'm sick. Okay, let's see. Where is it? That it? Nope. Where the fuck is it? Oh. I found it.
What do you have in mind?
Mullet. I ain't giving her a mullet. Mullets on women are so ugly. There we go. We'll give her a ponytail back.
Glasses. He should be fine.
We'll give her a ponytail back. Now let's change the color of it. Different shade of red. Then I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see y'all later. I'll try to open an invite only tonight. I'd invite one of my friends.
Thanks for stopping
Don't.
by.
He's been asking. So I may invite him. If he's on, I'll invite him on. I'll send you a message first. Or the people I know at Turnbuckle. Oh, God. I didn't got time. Guess I needed some time to get away. I needed some peace of mind. Some peace of mind that'll stay. I heard that on Spotify, though. So I thumbed it down to 6 in LA. Maybe a Greyhound could be my way. Police and criminals. That's right, I changed it. Get out of my way. Don't need to buy none of your gold chains today. Police and criminals. That makes a good edit for it. So you don't get in trouble. Police and criminals. Get out of my way. That'll just make a censored version. Of course, I know it's years later and they just took it off altogether. They should have just made a censored version. Yes, I needed. He was just telling the truth about what he saw when he got to the big city. When he moved to that city. He was just describing his experience. He wasn't being racist. He wasn't being mean. He was just describing his experience. About what he had to deal with when he got there. Now what, you know the difference between me and him is? He went to it. It came to me. They turned ours into that. Ours wasn't that way. They turned ours into the jungle. I didn't go to the jungle. The jungle came to me. And it still ain't as bad as some of them. I mean, I have to even give the illegal aliens, I think they love this community. I think they've kind of just made it their own. Because even they are better than some places. And I think if anything ever happened, and this is one thing I'm going to give you, illegal aliens, and I'm praying I'm right. If we ever see the upheavals that we see in a lot of towns, I have this feeling. I think the illegal, because I heard them about the statue. Some of them even wanted to leave the statue up. I think if they ever try that shit in Dalton, I think they'll have a fight on their hands. And that is one thing I'm going to give you people. I think you just made this area your area. Now, I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong. I could be stupid. But that is one thing I'm going to give you people, because they are a lot better than some places, even though we have our problems. And I guess that's guiding. Because it could be a whole lot worse with the things that they brought to this town. I pray it stays that way. Now, I pray I'm right about what I said. I think they would fight. Because a lot of these businesses and stuff are their businesses. I think they would fight for what's theirs. I really do think they would. Because if you know anything about Mexican people, they're not cowards. I'm just saying. And I hope I'm right on it. I hope I'm really right. Because some bad times are coming. There's going to be some upheavals that people have never seen in their lives. happen in these next few years about what these greedy people have brought in this world. And then you got things like CERN that happened today that have tried to bring other things in the world, things that are not of this world. And I didn't say they're going to do it. I said they're attempting. For people that thinks that's just science fiction, they are trying. You got to give them that. You, whether they do it or not, they're trying. Well, surely she's got to be near home. Let's see. Do I recognize anything? I want to get off. Okay, hold on. But the jungle came to us. That's just all I'm going to say. It didn't used to be nothing like it. He was just writing his experience about what his life was like when he got to it. And why they made that big to-do over it is beyond me. But you know, that's what the rap albums are. And you know, but a lot of them rappers did the bending. So. But he had NWA in his corner. That's what they're doing. They're describing their experience about what they experienced in the gangsta life. That's why, in some ways, I really, really despise what they're doing in Atlanta.
Just call me when you're ready.
Going after these rappers for their route. Because a lot of times, a lot of that's just describing where they came from. If people are afraid to start writing where they come from, how can people ever learn? I mean, that's supposed to be a part of the experience. And if you got free speech, free expression, now if they were actually confessing their crimes, that might be one thing. And I don't know if that's what happened here. Doing it as the guise of literature, well, yeah, I could probably see them. But I'm picky about that. I've got a problem. Because a lot of times these songs are people's experience with whatever they're going through at the time. And you can learn from songs. The UFO. I'm near home. Let's see if I can get turned around. I think it goes the other. Yeah, we're home. We're home. As I remember, the UFO and then the panties. Then the butterfly. The butterfly is Jelf, so Jelf's on down the road. In second place. He owns this place too. Okay, so this one don't run over that idiot. He's home. And I'm going to get off. And I'll see y'all later. Let me go ahead and close my microphone. Probably should have closed it a lot earlier. But I just don't like people getting in my business.
Okay, y'all, I'm back over here at the computer. I will see y'all later. Thanks for the people that will tune into this. I appreciate every view I get. Little or small. I mean, big or small. If I get 13 views, I appreciate it. If I get 30 views, I appreciate it.